Today we have a Paul on the meeting today, and really what we want to do is I want to learn about, talk to you today about your mobile app and your journey. So it's always a pleasure to meet with our co-founders to learn what makes them tick and why they want to start their apps. What I really like to do here first, Paul, is just kind of a short introduction. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you arrived at this point wanting to build your app. Go ahead and give us the app name and the premise of it as well.
Okay. So my name's Paul, obviously, as you can gather. The name of the app is Bazooka. We got to this point basically because I have owned small businesses myself, and always really struggled with the marketing side of trying to grow a small business. Trying to make yourself stand out from the crowd is harder said than done, especially when you're trying to shuffle around on a small budget. So I always struggled with that side of it. Hence why I come up with Bazooka. I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and saw so many of these small businesses that had great videos, great content. But as I was scrolling through them, I was like, I'd click on their site or whatever, and it would say that they were based in California, whereas I'm in Florida, right? Or even halfway across the world. And I'm like, it's a shame that your videos are getting lost amongst all of the social media rubbish with all the fake videos, and then also you're advertising to the wrong market. So hence Bazooka. You obviously know what we're about. It's gathering all those videos and just having it as a business platform, so you're not lost again through the social media. And obviously the short form videos are just the way the world's going. That's all people's attention span seems to be, is the short form, quick. They want to see things quickly. So I wanted to incorporate that, the functionality that people are so used to with social media platforms. So I wanted to keep that in it. And obviously keeping it at a budget where it's only $49 a month. So everything kind of rolled into one. That's where my vision went, and
Hmm.
Bazooka came out of that vision. So
Good. Yeah, I think it's really important to understand why the model would work is just everyone's attention span these days is very short with,
yeah,
YouTube Shorts,
yeah,
Instagram Reels, TikToks.
yeah,
Um, I'm not on Snapchat. I think that's not my demographic, but I like to go on TikTok and look like news and whatever's
exactly.
up.
Yeah,
And definitely Instagram Reels, Facebook has shorts, YouTube has shorts,
yeah,
and that's where most people are spending their time in consuming this content. So I think it's wise to have a platform where people are sharing their businesses in one platform
yeah.
to equally promote it. I would say it's not identical, but it's similar to like a TikTok shop. People are selling products in e-commerce, et cetera, but this is more geared
So
towards
this,
offline platform
exactly.
products and services.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to kind of target this towards services, like business services outside of a. But I think with Bazooka, it's got such a wide demographic that eventually it can go into online stores as well, and have like a Bazooka shop. There's nothing stopping it from going that far. So I think it's going to be an unbelievable platform for purely business based. People. I want them to become accustomed to, rather than going, oh, I need to find something, I'm going to go on Google. They're going to go, oh, I need to find my plumber. I need to find a restaurant. They're going to go straight to Bazooka.
Mhm.
That's the vision for it. So,
Yeah.
and what I was, and the way that having it working like a Google search
Mhm.
is just, again, making it so much easier for the customer that's searching.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, no, I think it's a smart concept and one that's relevant, certainly timely because it's what people are doing now. New businesses are always looking for ways to promote their business, especially for small business. The affordability factors there at 49 a month. It makes it easy for businesses to subscribe.
yeah.
So that's important. Now, tell us a little bit about your journey. So, when did you first have the idea? When did that happen? And then explain, your how you process or you went through our program, and then tell us a little bit about the result you received, what type of funding we're able to secure for you and help you with your release.
Yeah. Okay. So the idea again stemmed from me owning my own businesses. So I moved over to Florida in 2017.
Mhm.
I bought a pool route,
Mhm.
and again, it was trying to make myself stand out from the hundreds and hundreds of other store of pool routes that are in my area, and just not succeeding because everyone tells you the same thing. Everyone says the best thing. Everyone has a website that's brilliant for explaining what you do and maybe showing off a couple of pictures. But then my vision came from you can't get better marketing than showing yourself because especially for a small business, I would say 50% of it is your work and 50% of it is your personality.
Mhm.
Right. It's not, I mean, your work has to be good, obviously, don't get me wrong, but as people will choose something like I went back to my nan and I thought of her being living on her own. And I was like, I would love for her to get to know the person that's going to be knocking on her door before before she answers the door. So take the anxiety out of being told, oh, here's a number, phone the plumber, and she doesn't know who she's picking up the phone to. I'll come round to my house. Whereas this, she can go onto Bazooka, find a plumber in her local area, go onto the ratings, the reviews, things like that, and obviously get to know that person through the videos before she even meets them. So that was kind of where the ideas kept stemming from. It was all about visualization, getting to know people, and again, this is all from my own experiences because I lived by that thing where it was if your business is invisible, it's a dead business. So
Mhm.
I was always like, I always try and make things literal, and I was always trying to make it like, how can you make yourself more visible? How can you do that? And of course, it just clicked when I was just sitting there one day scrolling through Instagram. I was like, why are businesses on here with these uh, loads of rubbish? Like, one minute I'm looking at a dog on a skateboard, and the next minute I'm looking at a kid in Walmart pranking someone. The next minute I'm looking at someone's fantastic business model. But
Mhm.
then, like I said, so I wanted it. That's where the vision was coming from, and I was like, it just clicked. I was like, let's just have a platform
Just for business.
just for the businesses, and that's when obviously I started doing my research into businesses who could help me build this app and get me on the route to
Mhm.
success. And I needed an all-in-one platform. I wanted it to get done properly. I wanted to have everything. I didn't want to go, oh, I've got a prototype from this company. Oh, then I need to go and get funding from this company, and then I've got to go and get marketing from this company. I wanted an all-in-one service, and that's where you guys came in, and you spoke extremely well. I like the fact that unfortunately we didn't get to speak on FaceTime the very first time because I think you were driving with your families, but
Mhm.
you took my call while you were driving. Um, and I liked that. I liked that you took my call even though you were busy at that point. Things like that. That went a long way. Also, I liked that you're always putting your face out there on whether it's YouTube or you know um, just little platforms like that where I can see you properly rather than the other app companies I seem to phone up. It was just someone behind a phone. Never really got a real feel of them.
Sure.
And again, that goes back to Bazooka. I chose you because I saw a video, right? I
Right, a
like,
reel or a short of ours.
yeah, exactly. I felt a connection because I seen you talking, I saw you with a whiteboard explaining things. And then obviously I got onto the program, and then you guys were fantastic with my all my designs. I absolutely loved it. And then obviously went through, and we got funded for. We went for 200,000, and we got as close to that as we could get without me just helping with the last couple of thousand to
Mhm.
show, I was willing to put some money into it as well. So
Mhm.
yeah, the exciting times.
Good. Yeah, it is exciting because we, we're pitched lots of ideas all the time, hundreds of them every month. And so just going through this process, seeing it through, and not only that, getting to the point where it's finalized and then we can actually negotiate on your behalf to get some funding
Yeah,
secured for your platform. As you mentioned, we do have a cap at 200,000. We were able to get very close for that for
Yeah.
you. And it took us to the next step now, which we are now is we're, actively working on your platform so we can roll this out. And I believe in the idea when we first spoke because like I said, it's relatable. Everyone uses these shorts or on them. They're just consuming content left and right at just like aimless things. So if it was just a platform for businesses, I think that was a good fit,
Yeah.
and I think it'll help a lot of people. So I think it's a smart idea. It's definitely unique, and it's not how do I say this? It's not that it's like groundbreaking. You're just
No.
pivoting into a niche of leveraging these short segments
Yeah.
of content, and I think that's really important. I think a lot of the larger platforms like YouTube, yeah, YouTube has shorts and TikTok, but like you said, it's mixed up with
It's
some of
more
the talk about
entertainment.
business.
I see
Yeah.
that. Sorry to interrupt, Adam. I see those. If I ever go on to, I mean, if I'm looking for a business, I tend to go to Google. That's
Hmm.
where I go. And then again, it's all websites based. I
Hmm.
only ever really use YouTube, and I get this from most people, Instagram, TikTok for entertainment purposes. It's just a brain numbing just to sit there and scroll through it, right? I wouldn't go on, I wouldn't say, oh, I need to find a business and then go onto one of them platforms. Personally, I wouldn't. And there's a lot of people that don't as well. So, yeah, so that was just to elaborate on what you were just saying there. Sorry, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, we were able to get to this point to successfully get your project funded, and it's been a great uh, opportunity for us as well to work with you. Anything that you would say for, because obviously people are going to see this video, we put out a lot of content. Is there anything that you would say for the new person that's wanting to start their app journey, how they should proceed about this, selecting an accelerator like ours to assist them? And then ultimately, how you feel about the end result of the funding you received to help you.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I would say take the chance. If you believe in something, like I was 100% behind my app. There was nothing that was going to stop me from going ahead with my app.
Mhm.
And there's so many people that have got fantastic ideas, but the fear stops them, right? And that shouldn't be the case. If you believe in something strong enough, and there is a market for it, then reach out. I would advise you guys, obviously, because I've been there with you, I've experienced it. Um, I wouldn't have been able to get to this point without the funding and things like that. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'll just say. Just do it. Just that's the most
Mhm.
I can ever say to someone. Just literally just go and do it.
Just go and get it done.
Literally just get it done. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Well, that's really all it is just take that action. Most people get caught up
Take
in fear
action.
and overthink. And sometimes you just gotta, what's the worst that happens? You went for it, you regret that you did or you didn't. I'd rather regret that I did and just didn't work out. At least I know rather than always wondering I could have done that thing.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah, I mean, you're right. If you have an idea you're passionate about and you're going to see it through, you deserve to see it to fruition because if you think it's a good idea and it's feasible, a lot of people are going to think it's a good idea and use it. And in this space in mobile apps, it doesn't take a lot of users to turn something that's just a concept to something that's like, wow, it's like life changing, like
Yeah.
49 a month. If you have 1,000 users, I mean, after everything's said and done, you pay all your fees, so you're grossing, let's say 50,000 a month. Let's say that puts you at 600,000 a year as a company. You pay out all your expenses and everything's done, and however you choose to operate, you should
Yeah.
still easily be left with at least half of that,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
300,000 a year,
Yeah.
and that's from a mobile app. And the great thing is that there is literally millions of apps right now that are doing that, and you've never even heard of them,
Oh, I know.
you
Absolutely.
know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it can be life changing if you just see it through. So
Yeah.
I'm glad, just for speaking to everyone here with our team, but that you chose our company. It's been great working with you, and we're really excited to see what the future holds for Bazooka in the coming um, release, and we're very excited about that.
It's excellent. Yeah. I'm so excited about the future for it, I
Excellent.
think what excites me as well is that with Bazooka, it's a platform that um I don't really see much competition for it at the moment. I don't like, there's obviously when you go to like personal training apps, there seems to be quite a
Mhm.
few of them on the market, people trying to teach you how to fast properly, lots of things like that. Whereas
Mhm.
I don't see many people that are competing in this market for on apps. So that's excited me. That's really exciting.
Fantastic. Well, it's been a pleasure, as I mentioned before. Paul, is there any closing comments you'd like to leave with? I
Um,
think it's been great, and we're looking forward to it.
just thank you guys. Just thank you for getting us on the path to launching this incredible app. So
Sure.
yeah, thank you.
Excellent. You are welcome. Well, it's been a pleasure, and we're looking forward to seeing Bazooka do big things into the App Store. So thank you for your time, Paul, and
Thank you.
make it a fantastic day.
Thank you, Adam. Take care, buddy.
Take care.